It's always fun to create a restaurant. Leaving this place is bittersweet. It's a great time. We had a lot of memories to work in a beautiful space, but it's the next chapter for us.
I'm Carol Bentel. I'm a partner at Bentel & Bentel Architects. We're working on a new space. It's a beautiful historic carriage house on West 18th Street, the new space. It's a landmarked building, and so there's a lot of work ahead of us. It's a definite challenge. It's not as easy as it looks. When you look into the space, it's basically two long rectangular spaces. Now it's a garage for a roofing company, and we're turning it into a restaurant. It's important to show the clients the materials.
This is amazing. This is exactly what I want.
Simple one. That's another simple one. Part of the floor in the bar room we think we're going to leave as a stone. This time we're going toward a metal bar top. This is part of the paint colors. This is now we're going to make a new painting, and now we've got some new items to throw into the work.
It's much more difficult to create a wonderful, warm environment working under the constraint of the landmark. This building was landmarked, and under the constraint to keep the most we could, instead of going, destroying everything, and rebuild a new space. And I have to say that Bentel one more time totally outperformed, and especially Carol Bentel and Raf made a wonderful job, and their entire team was super nice. And I'm just feeling full of gratitude for what they achieved here. It's just amazing. If you look at all the details, you look at the painting on the wall, it's exactly like if you just make a journey in the history and you just enter a horse stable where a nice, very cutting-edge kitchen has been installed in the back, and some lighting to magnificent all this space, magnify this space. Yes. So here we are. Here we go.
You still feel a bit of ownership even though you don't own it, because you've sweated over it, and you know how some of those pieces of wood came to be a table, and you remember what stain color it was before, or if it had been a renovated piece. Carving up the space from these two former garages that were former carriage houses, we brought it back to the way it was. That's back. Even though you might not dine at Rouge Tomate, the whole community is now better because Rouge Tomate is there, and the building has been cleaned up. It's really delightful to see on the street. It's got really good bones. It's beautiful architecture. So it does speak to a time in the past, and yet it functions for a time in the present. And I think that that's a gift, that by the whole group, the owner deciding that he really wanted that building and was going to make every effort for us to restore it, gave a really nice building back to the community in better shape.